In WW2, the objective of the Allies was to force the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. The Allied leaders did not have a summit with Hitler and call him a great guy, and say they had a 10 out of 10 meeting with him. The task of the Allies today is to defeat Russia, an aggressor nation on a par with Nazi Germany, but with a much less effective military. Donald Trump, America's arch-traitor, treats Ukraine as if it somehow did something to Russia that deserved what has been done to it by Putin. Ukraine was 100% innocent. Ukraine's problem is that America is now led by a pal or agent of Putin. There should be no talk at all of any ceasefire or a peace treaty. The only talk should be to force the withdrawal of Russia from all Ukrainian territory as soon as possible. Exactly the same attitude that prevailed in WW2 must prevail now. Why isn't it? Because of the USA. Because of Donald Trump. Trump has a totally different foreign policy from the West and NATO. He is best pals with Israel and Russia. This is totally unacceptable. It means that NATO is no longer functional. The West and NATO should now expel Trump's America. Trump's America has its own America First policy, which is 100% incompatible with the foreign policy of the West and NATO. You cannot have a traitor in your midst. When will Europe face facts and remove Trump's America from its plans and alliances? While Putin believes he can get Trump to end this war in Russia's favor, he will keep his war machine fighting on. If Europe splits from Trump, removes America from this equation, and makes it clear that it is Russia versus Ukraine and Europe until the end, then Putin has nowhere to go. The Russian military is already exhausted and the country nearly bankrupt. It cannot keep going for much longer. The Soviet Union collapsed because of the stresses placed on it by the Afghanistan war, and this Ukraine war is a much bigger, deadlier, and costlier affair. Russia has no chance in this war if Ukraine is fully supported by Europe, and that's what must happen. To achieve this, America must be cut out of the equation. America has been sabotaging Ukraine and Europe for the last 2.5 years, ever since the Republicans started blocking Biden's assistance packages to Ukraine. For all that time, the USA has been an enemy of NATO and the West and has been covertly and now overtly supporting Russia. This is unacceptable. Trump's America has to be called out. There can be no deal with the dictator Putin. That is just appeasement, exactly as happened with Hitler in the 1930s. Monsters must be defeated, not welcomed onto a red carpet and cheered on. Ukraine must surrender no territory and accept no Russian demands. Ukraine, with the aid of its allies, must decisively defeat Russia through the economic collapse of Russia, which simply cannot afford this war and will be bankrupt in the near future. Some wars must be fought to the end, and this is one of them. Imagine the world order without Putin and Russia as an ongoing threat. Let's have that world.